Hello and welcome to this Total War Attila Let's Play. Today the Longbeards DLC along with the patch 101 was released, and in that regard I was thinking of beginning a Let's Play as one of these new factions. Let's see, the new factions are as follows: the Langobards, the Allemans, and the Burgundians. They all have different starting positions, obviously, and also different faction traits here. As we see, the faction trait of the Langobards are Godin's Chosen. Of the Allemans, German Unity. And for the Burgundians, Bred for the Hunt. I think that I want to begin with the Langobards because I know some of their history, and they would later go on and invade and occupy Italy for a few years and become one of the big players in European politics, actually, before they fell, as was the fate of so many of these tribal kingdoms. I think we'll go with very hard for now, actually we'll go for hard because I would like to implement radius on this save file after his mod has been updated for the new patch, and so I'm not using radius to begin with, actually. Well, yeah, let's just jump in and let's try out this new DLC.
The air was filled with smoke and blood. Rome was weak. The tribes grew in strength and number. Their roots went deep, and they felt the earth's blood pounding through the land. But their borders were threatened, for a great storm raged in the east. One by one, the tribes scattered as seeds in the wind. And behold, a red horse, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. The blood of their kin would be avenged. Great hunters, they tempered their blades in Roman blood and saw their once mighty walls reduced to dust. They made ready for war. Worship of the great god Godan has left its mark on the Langobards. Your name, and even your appearance, pays tribute to his wisdom. Like him, you will have to rely on wit and diplomacy to compensate for your inferior power in these troubled times. Already your silver tongue has earned the approval of your Germanic neighbors. All you need do is pick the mightiest ally. The Franks to the north are powerful and well disposed to you, as are the neighboring Alemanni. In order to demonstrate your worth, consider eradicating the Vandals that pillage these lands. At the end of the road, a great prize beckons. Godan has revealed the coming of a great Langobard empire in Rome.
They made ready for war. So I noticed that the faction intro actually was exactly the same as the ones for the other German factions, at least the Viking ones. So that's kind of that's a little bit of a letdown, but it's cool nonetheless. So let's see here. We start off with one settlement here, surrounded by other factions.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Ooh, our faction leader, I have to say, he looks pretty darn badass. An eye patch and everything. Ulrich, Ingetrude. Okay, cool. Let's see. So I'm going to start by assigning some of my nobles to offices here to prepare them for the journey ahead. So let's start by researching some technology. I think going civic is probably the best way to go right now, as we only have one settlement. We have to rely on only one place. So what's cool about these new factions is that they have been given unique units actually for this update. At least I'm fairly sure of that. So the young wolves, for example, their whole new breed of troops. Well, in the beginning, our advisor advised us to pick an ally. So let's see. I think the Franks. He made the Franks sound very good. And they are not in our area, so to speak. They're kind of on the frontier here. Also, I do like the Franks. Let's try to make something happen here.
And let us have good
No?
wine until we can talk no more.
Could have a non-aggression with them. Great. So at least now our borders to the northwest have been secured. That's a start. We actually have trade with the elements. We could try to get something more out of that. No alliance. No defensive alliance. But a non-aggression pact? Yes. Okay. Thuringians. Let's just look at our objectives before we start anything. This is our main objective, and these are all of our bonus objectives. which will grant you certain rewards if you manage to complete them before you have completed the main objective. Loot or sack 3 different settlements. Research the following technology. Maintain a total of 10 units of the following type. Construct the 1 followed buildings. Forge a defensive or military alliance with the following faction, Franks. Okay, so then we can aim to improve our relations with the Franks that much. I'm wondering if it would be a good policy to grant them a gift. And since we have, I believe we have 4,000 gold, this gift would only be about 10% of our total sum of cash. So actually, I think I'm going to grant them a small gift for a diplomacy bonus. Yeah, that gave us a 48 plus 2 relations actually. Gifts given to Franks there. That's a big plus. Okay, so let's see what we can build. Sacred ground. Sanitation will be important, at least later in the game, as diseases spread and are will rise pretty quickly, or fairly quickly actually. But a public order bonus is also important. But I think I'll actually go with the sanitation for now. Well, it looks like we're liked by all of our surrounding neighbors. Seems like the Markomans are unreliable, and so I think we should aim for same with the Verinians here. I think we should go for trying to establish some sort of pact with these with the Elements and the Thuringians, and maybe go for either of these 3, Saxons, Verinians, or the Markomans actually. I think that would be nice. Saxons have the lowest relations with us here, and I do not think that I do want to have a non-aggression pact with them, because then I would not be able to attack them. Let's buy some onagers, some archers, and let's buy some more young wolves. Let's do some scouting.
You have further orders?
If this is the only army these Saxons are fielding right now, invading them would not be that difficult, it seems. So I'm just wondering if that's the wisest way to go right now. At least economically we could sack them and earn a lot of money by doing that. Maybe I will be that guy actually and just do that right now. They have a pretty large army here, and since they also have a walled city, they do have a fairly large garrison, at least for our standards, and 2 catapults, or actually perhaps 6 actually. Well, if you never try, you never know. So let's go for it. Actually, Actually, I'm just wondering if I attack the Saxons, if that will have a negative impact on my relations with the Franks. Maybe we should just wait a little tiny bit.
Ready for battle. Fight with us. It's a good life.
So let's see. Now let's assign a governor to our province of Germania here. And well, yeah, okay, so since our king is a general, we cannot assign him as a governor here, which is fine. I like my Germanic kings to be warlords. So let's assign Emmerich to the office of governorship in Germania. Good on you. What? Oh, he's moving there. Okay then. Now I think we're done with this turn, unless we can achieve some sort of trade with these guys. Non-aggression pact. And trade, perhaps? You will give me 200 gold and trade, perhaps? Damn! Fine. I think... Unexpected of you, Thuringians. But I do think that we are better off with the non-aggression pact with them either way. At least in the beginning. Let's begin with that. Then let's end the turn. No, actually, I forgot. Since we have, oh, maybe the governor is not here yet. No, then let's end the turn. I was just thinking that every time you assign a governor to a new province, then you are able to assign an edict to that province, which means that you can give that province certain bonuses every turn, which is a good boost to either religious affinity or economy or public order, for example. Okay, so because we try to assign the Ragnar to an office, we get this political obstruction, and you do not have to get this event, but sometimes that happens, and then you must choose between certain options. Right now, Ragnar do not have the influence points by himself. As we see here, he has only 8 and needs 10. We can either use our own influence points to get him into office, or we can forget about it and lose 4% control. Now we only have 55%, and it's not too little. It might be good under certain circumstances to actually lower your power, because as we can see, the more power you have, the less public order you have. But right now I feel like power would be a good thing, as we need high integrity levels among our forces so that they do not disband or betray us. And so I will use my power to put Ragnar into office. There we go. Let's see, we have encountered the Vandals faction. And I guess the Vandals is what we call a horde. So right now they do not own any regions. This is new to Attila. And this means that they have a certain amount of armies that wander the land. And if they attack a city, they have the option to either just sack it or occupy it, among others. But if they choose to occupy, then they will lose their status as a horde and instead become a faction like us. Or they can obviously sack it and just continue being a migratory faction. Seasons also play an important role in Attila. So you can get different bonuses and penalties depending on what time of year it is, but you can also get different situations depending on the season. So right now we got the Good Summer event, which is a very good thing. It actually gives us, let's see down here, growth +10 and wealth +10 from agricultural and animal husbandry buildings, which is very nice. We could have gotten a bad summer, which probably means a lot of rain and therefore losing food, I guess. Let's see now. Okay, now let's assign Emmerich to Germania again. Good, there we go. Now we can assign that edict I was talking about. So let's see, we are kind of close to the Roman Empire here, which means that their Latin Christianity might just creep further and further north as time goes on. However, we are surrounded by Germanic factions, and even the northern Roman factions here are not Christian as we see, but maybe some German, some Greco-Roman paganism or some other kind of paganism. So I do not think we need a religious bonus right now. Let's see. I feel like a public order bonus is always nice. Then again, a bonus in growth and construction cost is good. So let's do that right now, so we can eventually upgrade this into another part of our city here. Now I want to get that defensive alliance with the Franks, even though it seems like they are kind of reluctant in that aspect right now. But we do see that our relations are improving every turn, which is good in any case. Maybe if we offer some gold, but we do not have that much right now actually. So I guess we could wait.